Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV. This is the Mondo Goals Forfeit Challenge. And first of all, before I get into my team for this week, just got to say that I lost last month. I can't believe how I was about to say I can't believe how I lost, but I do believe, or I do know why I lost. And the reason basically was because I forgot to enter my team last week. I did my team. You saw the video. I put my team together. That team would have come second in the league, which would have meant I would probably have come second overall. I would not have lost the forfeit battle, but instead I ended up losing the forfeit battle. I ended up having to do that military challenge, and trust me, it was really, really tough doing that military challenge. And, you know, I could have avoided all of that. If you want to see that video, it's in the links below. I'll tell you what, the video doesn't even tell the true story of how hard that was. But this month now, this is the last month of the Mondo Goals forfeit, because of course we're coming towards the end of the season. So the last of the Premier League Mondo Goal forfeits. I'm going to be choosing what the forfeit is for this month. So I want to make sure that I win. I want to make sure that I win this month, that I don't lose, so that my forfeit that I put in is going to be something that one of those other two are going to end up doing, particularly Ball Street. They seem to just keep escaping it all the time, and it's really winding me up. Now, if you've got any suggestions on any forfeits, please put them in the comments below, because I'm really thinking hard on some really good forfeits. Remember, it's got to be something that's not going to mean that a person ends up with permanent injury or ends up getting killed, all right? Those are the two premises for it. So listen, let's get into the team for this week. It's all based on Saturday's games. And I've gone for quite a mixed lineup. In goal, I've gone for Adrian from West Ham United, 6.4 million, which is pretty cheap. West Ham are playing West Bromwich Albion away. West Brom don't normally score many goals, so it's probably going to be a fairly tightish game. Plus, West Ham will be up for that game because they really need the 3 points. In defence, I've gone for Laurent Koscielny. Arsenal, of course, are up against Norwich City, and Koscielny's really been playing brilliantly. He's very expensive at 9.6 million, but he's been playing brilliantly recently. Alongside him, Lamina Kone, who I was very impressed with last week, from Sunderland. Sunderland up against Stoke. Stoke are playing terrible at the moment. They're on the beach. And I've gone again for Lascelles. He's only 4.7 million from Newcastle. I think this kid's an up-and-coming player. Newcastle at home to Crystal Palace. I really do fancy Newcastle to keep a clean sheet in that game, even though they don't normally keep clean sheets. But I've got a reason. I've got a feeling that they might do it in that game. Midfield, Dimitri Payet, Mesut Ozil, Andros Townsend, and Imbula from Stoke. He's the only person really that's been playing really well for Stoke recently. So Imbula gets in there, but I think that's a really strong midfield with two, Payet and Mesut Ozil in there. One of them has got to do the damage over the weekend. And then I've gone for a very strong front three as well. Alexis Sánchez, 12.8 million, very expensive at the moment. He's really on form, really on fire. I fancy him to get a couple of goals against Norwich. Jermaine Defoe, who's got the best goal scoring record away from home of any striker this season. And again, I fancy him to get a goal against Stoke City. And Romelu Lukaku, who's kind of been falling off form recently, but Everton are at home to Bournemouth, even though Everton have been terrible, even though it's a game that if they lose that game, I think that'd be the end of Roberto Martinez. But Romelu Lukaku, he's also got the Euros to think about. He needs to start banging them in. He's got a lot of competition up front for Belgium. Origi, Batshuayi, Benteke. He's really got to start getting those goals going again if he wants to make that team. So I fancy him to get a goal. So that's my team. That's my team for this week. Don't forget, you can enter your Mondo Goal team. The link is below. You can enter into the free league or you can enter into the pay league. It's down to you. But I've got to make a comeback this month. First of all, I've got to remember to put my team in, which I have definitely done. And let's win this thing this month. This last forfeit, trust me, I'm thinking evil.
Hi, welcome along to Man Like Robbie. Just chilling at my local
And thinking about the weekend's games, and there's some massive games this weekend. It really is squeaky bum time. So let's kick off with Newcastle versus Crystal Palace, and this is a massive game for Newcastle. It is a must-win game. Crystal Palace more or less safe. They're through to the final of the FA Cup, so they're all on a high. And this is a game that I'm sure Newcastle will be looking at saying, we're at home, we're playing a team that's basically for the league, they're going to be on the beach, they're